What's up, guys? It's your boy Mike, your favorite mobile home investor, and I'm back at you with another video. Man, it feels good to be back in the building. I'm currently in a double wide that I just got finished and it's on the market. And today we're going to be talking about 3 reasons why it is that single wide mobile homes are simply the better deal over double wides. Let's get into it. Reason number 1. Now, it's a no-brainer that you can get out here and you can sell a double wide for far more than you can sell a single wide. But when you start factoring in the cost for stuff like that, it really does balance out to where single wides are in favor over the double wides. Number 1, in my area, I would say that a single wide, depending on the miles and everything that the mover has to go, it wind up costing me anywhere from between $2,000 to about $2,500. Like I said, depending on the mileage. Now with the double wide, like the one that I'm in right now, I got a quote to have this thing moved anywhere within like a 50-mile radius. And the price range is $4,500 to about $4,900. So that basically means that if I take care of the move for this home right here, I'm gonna be kissing about $5,000 goodbye as far as the profits go into my own pocket. So you see what I mean? Now these factors are gonna start adding up. Plus there's another issue too. When it comes down to single wides, that's one solid unit. And when you move it and you set it up, that's just that single cost right there. The setup is very easy. You don't really have to do anything to it. You don't have to worry about messing around with the vinyl siding or something like that. You can just go ahead and set up your skirting, get it hooked up to the utilities and everything like that. And once again, that's on the person who buys it. I never mess around with utility hookups or anything like that, but that's on that person. I'm just talking about the kind of headache that can go into it when dealing with a single wide versus a double wide. So there's the vinyl siding on the outside. We're gonna take a look at that for one quick second. All right, so to give you guys a better idea of what to expect, look at this right here. All right, this is a double wide mobile home right here. As you can see, there are clearly 2 sides to it, and that siding has had to be taken down because this one, got moved in here recently. So that's what you're looking at when it comes down to it. And that's just one of the costs right there that you're going to be looking at when it comes down to that. Then there's like double the blocks up under there. In a little bit later on in this video, I'm going to be climbing up under one to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So, stay tuned for that. When you're dealing with a double wide, I mean, there's like this big crack that goes all the way down the middle of it because what you're essentially dealing with are 2 mobile homes joined as one. So let's say, for instance, you got a single wide that might be about 16 feet wide, whereas you might get a double wide that's 28 feet wide. So that's nearly double that. And you can get some that actually are about 32 inches wide. They actually do come that way. So you're looking at anywhere along that crack that's going to be more work. Where there's carpet and everything at, that's going to have to be joined. It's going to have to be seamed up the middle depending on how your flooring and everything is set up. Then there's the work to be done on the top. Anywhere you see a crack or something like that, there's going to have to be trim or something like that put up, and that's just an additional headache for you. Number 2 is it's an easy transition, right? So in my years of experience in selling mobile homes, a lot of people will get mobile homes for temporary reasons. Maybe they want to buy one or something and then just live in it until they can get their traditional home built. Maybe they want to go on ahead and buy one and live in it until they can afford a bigger mobile home. Something like that. People usually get it in transition. And what they typically will do with these homes is they will either give it to like a family member, maybe one of their children or somebody that's just getting their start, and they have a piece of land or something that it's sitting on, and they want to give them their own place to stay to kind of keep them close, but not too close. You get what I'm saying? So that's one reason. Maybe they've got some older people or something in their family and they feel like, maybe they're not so good living on their own and they want to kind of keep them closer or something like that to where they can kind of keep an eye on things. So that's one reason right there. And let's just say that they are good at resale value, right? So once again, there's that possible move and setup cost that a person is going to have to deal with. And with a single wide, it's just easier to go on ahead and break down, get it somewhere else. And it typically only takes like a few hours, maybe a couple of days to get everything set up with their city or their county or whoever the heck does their utilities. And just easy peasy. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at what needs to be done in order to break down a double wide before it can even get moved, right? So let's go take a look at that. Here we got another angle of a double wide, and as you can see right here on the other side of the home, we have two tongues or two hitches. So sometimes when people move it over to a park, the park might require that home to be to have the tongues removed. And what a lot of people will do is that they will take their tongues, always keep the tongue of the mobile home, right? Because if you have to buy another one, that's just another expense that you don't really need. Okay. So a lot of times what people will do is they will detach that tongue and they will place it up under the home along with the wheels and the axles and everything like that. Once it gets set up on blocks like it is right here, and you'll keep it. Sometimes if you're dealing with somebody who is a mobile home mover, just make sure that they don't take your tongue. And sometimes if you do not have a tongue, they might have one that they can, just let you use for the move. So now I'm going to climb up under here and we're going to get a look at something else. All right, so here I am up under the mobile home, and right here behind me, you see all these blocks and everything right here behind me? Now that's where the mover will take, like this home right here has had the axles and everything removed out from under it. And so, like I said before, they'll normally take those and put them up under the home because that's not something that you want to lose track of, right? So these blocks right here actually are an added expense when you're talking about moving a double wide, right? So whatever it is that the mobile home mover can buy their blocks and everything for, you'll have to double that cost, and that factors in. And once again, I can't really give you a roundabout cost of what it is to move something in your area because everybody's area is different. So what I would like for you to do, if you're going to be working with a mover or something, I mean, just do a quick Google search. Like people are always asking me about like how to find a mover and everything. It's always a good idea to go ahead and do a Google search, people. I mean, I got a little saying and stuff. I say, man, don't pray about it. Google it. Another place, a lot of the times I see is that movers will post on Craigslist so that you can find them in there. A lot of times they will also post in what I call BST groups or buy, sell, trade groups on Facebook. So that's another thing right there. But I'm telling you right now, when it comes down to a double wide, right, and they're getting bigger, they're getting expensive. As Americans are getting bigger too, cheeseburger gang. So, yeah, it's going to cost you possibly double to move a double wide than it would be for a single wide, right? So just bear stuff like that in mind. And there you go. Reason number 3 is going to be cost per living space, right? So if you're living in the United States, and you've probably noticed this sickening trend, right, where these private equity firms are going around, they're buying shit up. It's not very easy for the average person to be able to get something that they can own right now. The reason why we've just now come out of what is known as a seller's market, right? Seller's market basically means that you can go on ahead and sell that price and damn near get exactly what you want for it because people are desperate, right? The reason why is because private equity firms are making it very hard for people to get out there and own their own stuff. So with that being said, there's a trickle-down effect also to land ownership, right? So when it comes down to that, with a double wide, you simply need more land to put it on. You need at least double what you would need in order to put that land versus a single wide. And those lot rents are actually on the rise as well. But the cool thing about mobile homes is that the manufacturing factory where mobile homes come from, they're really good at being able to adjust with the price of the market. So with that being said, I think within the next year, or like 2022, what we're going to start seeing is smaller lot spaces, okay? People in other states have also expressed to me that they have seen it to where now their states are making it affordable, like Colorado. They're giving people who get lot space the ability to go on ahead and own the lot where the mobile home stays at, right? So it's going to be less of a cost for people to be able to set up a single wide versus setting up a double wide on that lot. Now, of course, there's going to be more reasons as to why a single wide versus a double wide is going to be a better buy, and I can't list them all in one video, but these are some of the chief reasons that I thought about why you might think about getting that big juicy double wide and saying, hey, look at all these profits and everything that I can make off of this thing versus this single wide over here that might have less resources that need to go into it for you to make your profit, less move costs, things of that nature when it comes down to just all the work that has to be done to go on ahead and set up a double wide mobile home. You might think that it's less of a headache to go on ahead and use that versus a single wide. What is up, everybody? I hope you enjoyed that video. Man, I done had to shoot this part of the video so many times because I think my beard was rubbing up against the mic. Anyways, a few things have happened since the last time that I posted. I know that the last time that I kind of dropped off, I was in the middle of a 90-day blitz that I wanted to do for you guys to teach you more about flipping mobile homes. But I'll tell you a quick joke. How do you make God laugh? You tell him your plans. So what happened in the meantime? I came down with the bug. Okay, so that was bad there for a little bit. That knocked me kind of off my little schedule and everything like that for a minute. Then I got the jab, so I'm cool, not tripping about anything. And then my mom messed around and went to the hospital, and she's recovering nicely. I think she got like some food poisoning or something and wound up pulling some growing muscles. And, she's almost 70 years old. So, nobody's getting any younger, and the more maladies and stuff you get as you get older. I also found out my grandma went to the hospital for congestive heart failure, so she's got that. And then my grandma on my other side of the family, on my mom's side of the family, also got like pneumonia or something in one lung. Man, this has turned out to be a hell of a year, but whatever the case may be. So back on track. Something else cool that happened during the time that I was gone, this channel has surpassed 2,000 subscribers, and that is a huge deal to me. It might not be anything in the face of like these mega YouTubers or anything like that out there, but I really am glad that you guys are supporting the channel, and so many of you are commenting down below, asking questions, giving me suggestions for new videos, and also just, the praise and stuff that I receive from a lot of you people down there to let me know that I'm making a difference. And of course, that kind of figures into the algorithm right there too. So there's that. Couldn't have done it without you guys. So we're back on schedule here. I have got some crazy content lined up for you guys in the future. You will not believe some of the stuff that I have been up to, because even though I haven't been filming or posting a video, I have been filming, and there's a lot of things that have been going on, like some really great stuff. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. And of course, if you want to hook up with me, Jesus Christ. If you want to connect with me, through a call or something like that, or through social media, man, just go on ahead, hit that link below. I'm using Linktree now, and that way you don't have to go and follow me and stuff on Instagram or anything like that. You can if you want to, because I'm changing some things up over that way. Going to try to diversify myself over all these platforms now that I've got a few flips and stuff out of the way that was on my schedule. So yeah, click that link below, get up with me. My energy's good. I hope yours is good. And good luck out there with your flips. Peace.